Well, he's a cutie pie. I might put him in Potomac. Okay, yes. Yeah, he can come right on to Potomac.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Richie Scott. We're back with another video. I want to thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell button so you can be alerted to every time we drop new content right here on this channel. Now, today we got some more Basketball Wives news. Listen, yesterday I told y'all about Evelyn posting on her IG story and basically putting an 8 emoji in the story, and everyone pretty much assumed that this was about OG. Now, OG has also deemed Evelyn a racist, okay? And so many fans are taking the same stance. Again, this is not the first time that Evelyn has made an insensitive remark that is pretty much racist. She called Cece Ling Ling, and she called Jackie a cockroach. Listen, wrong moves, Evelyn, wrong moves, wrong road, wrong road. The problem with this is that I think for many people, Evelyn had been a fan favorite from years ago, right? But with the new girls on the show, it appears as though she is kind of doing a little bit of manipulation. You know what I'm saying? And it almost seems like production is showing a little bit of favoritism towards her. And I'm gonna give you guys some examples. Now, before y'all start going off on me in the comments, I'm basically just gonna give you guys the news stories. I want you guys to tell me what you guys think about all of this. For me, it's disappointing. It's really disappointing that, you know, because I had been a fan for such a long time, to see that this is actually happening. You know what I'm saying? When the Ling Ling thing came out last year, I was like, come on, Evelyn, you gotta do better. And now with this whole ape emoji, I'm like, dang, shorty, like, what's up? What are we gonna do about this situation? And moreover, what is production gonna do? And what is VH1 gonna do? So now, if you guys have not been following OG on Instagram, you guys are missing out because she's letting it all hang out on Instagram and Twitter. And she's letting us in on a lot of different things that are going on behind the scenes that we may not have known about. For instance, now there may be a large population of you guys out there that don't know that there is actually a petition going around. I think it's on change.org. I'm gonna put that petition down in the description box below, just so you guys can see it and read exactly why fans are petitioning to have Evelyn removed from the show. Basically, they're saying that, you know, we don't want to put up with this sort of racist talk from our reality stars or our television stars or whomever at this point. We look at Roseanne Barr and the things that she said and how it got her nixed from her own show. So at this point in time, listen, Basketball Wives, because it has survived so long without Evelyn, with LA, it can survive definitely in the future without her as well. For me, I'm watching as long as Jackie is there, okay? That's just me. Y'all can say Jackie crazy all y'all want to, but to me, Jackie makes the show. And while I liked Evelyn, I don't like some of her actions and I don't like the things that she's saying. Because at the end of the day, I don't like for any group of people or any person to feel marginalized because of somebody else's ignorance. And those types of statements are in fact ignorant. Hate to say it, but it's true. Now, again, you guys wanted me to call a spade a spade. That's exactly what I'm doing at this point. Now, and I ain't gonna lie, she was one of my favorite people on the show. You know what I'm saying? So it's always disappointing when you see these types of actions happening. But whatever. I'm putting the link down below so you guys can actually check it out for yourselves. You can read it. If you guys feel so moved, definitely sign the petition. Let the powers that be at VH1 know what you guys think about this and what type of behavior is being exhibited. I don't know if she's yet to make any type of apology, but I do know, like I said yesterday, that the post was removed. I do think that an apology is warranted because I feel like, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't make it acceptable, but it needs to be some steps taken to make sure that she does not make these types of statements ever again, because she is such a public figure and on a public platform. You understand what I'm saying? So there is that. But also OG is pulling the wool back and letting us know that allegedly Evelyn has begged producers not to show the incident where she falls in the bushes. I can't, now from this scene, it looks like OG is pulling her away from another cast member. It looks like Cece and Evelyn falls in the bushes. Now, allegedly, OG is saying that Evelyn has basically indicated online or someplace else, or maybe even at the reunion, that she tripped, okay? But OG is basically pulling the wool back in with a tweet basically saying, how can you say nobody's scared of you, OG? I'm a grown woman, I tripped. But then OG says this, but then turn around and say you fear for your life, then beg for the bushes to get edited out. Then she calls her a whole bunch of other names and such that I won't repeat here on this channel. Just for the purposes of saving the ears. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't like to curse on here. Now, this is the thing. I'm gonna let y'all know, because I've done reality television and I did some pretty embarrassing things. I puked on camera. I cried. You know what I'm saying? All the things I said, things that I said I wouldn't do and things that I did not know that I would do, I did. You know what I'm saying? But I never said to producers, don't show that. Never asked anybody anything, because what happened is, because I signed on to do a reality show, I had to show my reality, okay? And within the first couple of hours, I saw how real it could get. Like, I had a little mini breakdown because they asking me all of these questions on camera while they're moving all of my stuff out of my apartment. And it was just a lot, and it just all hit me at one time. I went outside and then I sat on the curb. I took my mic off, everything, went outside, sat on the curb. I look up and there's two cameras, like one over here, one over there, like basically capturing that moment. And if you watch Strip, you watch that episode, you can see that. And I decided in my mind at that moment, okay, I can't escape this. This is what it is. I'm in it. So whatever I feel, I just gotta acknowledge it. And so at the end of the day, whatever I felt, whatever I did, I just let it happen. You know what I'm saying? I didn't try to edit or censor myself. Now, the reason I bring that up is because I do feel like when you get on these types of shows, you have to surrender to the process. You surrender to whatever it is that happens. So you gotta think before you act, okay? And so in that type of sense, Evelyn, you can't chase somebody down with a palm leaf, and then if somebody pulls you off and you fall into the bushes, that's the reality. You gotta be prepared for whatever happens after that. I don't agree with that sort of thing happening, because I kind of feel like, number one, we have seen this happen. We have seen this in the previews. So to not show it at this point would be kind of crazy for the producers and for the network and for the show itself, because it would be doing the fans a disservice to see exactly what happened when you popped off on somebody else. At the end of the day, what we all have to remember is, with these types of shows, I'm here for the drama. I'm not here for the violence, okay? So it could be entertaining. They can go back and forth with each other, and you can utilize your words to get at somebody better than you can use your fists. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not what I feel like fans ultimately want from Basketball Wives, Housewives, or any of these types of shows. We're here for the shade and the fun and the crazy, but not necessarily the violence. So I don't necessarily feel like that's right. And so if what OG is saying is true about saying that Evelyn said that she feared for her life being around OG, then that could explain why OG was absent from the set of the reunion, okay? Next, I want to talk about Shawnee, because she tweeted out that she does not have any issue with Jennifer. She just didn't want to take a trip with her. Let's all sit with that for 1 second. I don't have no issues with Shawnee. I actually quite like her. But my feeling is this. I almost feel like having Shawnee as a character on the show makes the show less authentic. And the reason I say that is because Shawnee having the position that she has, it's almost like if she doesn't like you, then she can banish you when you are a valuable asset to the show. Whether you like her or not, I love Jennifer. I don't know why. I just do. And partially, probably for the same reason that I like Evelyn, is that I'm just familiar with her and her story. And I want to see how this all plays out. You know, for me, what I like about Housewives is the women are forced to resolve their issues. And I feel like on Basketball Wives, they're not really forced to do that. And I don't think that's cool. Like, we never get resolution with some of these things because they can literally ice out a person and we never find out, we never get to see them truly make amends. If that had happened, they would have iced out Porsha on Housewives and we never would have gotten to see the treat of seeing Kandi and Porsha reunite or seeing Kenya and Porsha reunite. That's some good stuff right there. And it relieves a sense of audience tension. But that's just me. I don't get it. I think that what we're seeing on this show is a lot of mean girl behavior. And I love this show because, again, I love a lot of these characters. And I love Jackie. But at the end of the day, I feel like we need to fix this show. And I feel like probably the best way to fix this show is potentially you're gonna have to either remove Evelyn or Shawnee. And at this point in time, it might have to be Evelyn, because if the fans are not feeling this racist behavior, then at the end of the day, or parent racist behavior, it's gonna affect the show. And I feel like let's maybe give her some seasons off, or remove her altogether. Keep Shawnee, raise up Phoebe a little bit, and then keep OG. And then we need a couple of new people. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want no more of this, I can leave the reunion set or leaving somebody off the set. Let's face the issues, people. The sooner we face them on this show, the better the show will be. You know what I'm saying? And we can actually get this to Housewives level, because at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell y'all, the ratings are high for Basketball Wives. They're coming in #1. So I don't know. What is the solution for y'all? Like, what do you want to see next season? I got a dope interview coming up with someone from Basketball Wives. So stay tuned. And subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell button, and I will see you guys in the next video.